This episode of the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast is brought to you by the Podcast Reach System. Are you ready to exponentially reach more profitable customers? Launching and hosting your own show is your proven best solution for networking, client attraction, and establishing your celebrity expert brand. Visit www.podcastreachsystem.com and claim your rightful place as the leading star of your industry so you make a difference for your community, market, and audience. Welcome to the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast. Join us as we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who reveal what they are doing to make the world a better place by being part of it. Be sure to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com. While you're there, subscribe to us via your favorite network. Now sit back, lean in, tune in, get your notepad and 2 pens ready, and let's get started.
My name is Adam Homey. I'm your host, and I am honored by your wise decision to tune in and invest in yourself today. Here at the Brilliance Plus Passion Project, we connect with thought leaders, trendsetters, and game changers who make the world a better place by being part of it and through their contributions to it. Today's guest is somebody who certainly exemplifies this, and I've experienced so much of this in the year or so that I've known her. Her name is Garrison. She's an intuitive healer, a contemporary spiritual counselor, and the one person her clients call upon when they need to dig into the shtuff blocking them from their true pathway. There's a lot you can learn about her. Just visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com. Plus, we're going to speak a bit about what she does. Garrison, welcome aboard. Great to have you here.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
I'm not sure if Princess Alessandra is going to be joining us. I folded some towels earlier. They're sitting right over here, and she is snoozing comfortably. So I'm trying to just let her do that for at least a little while. So we may get my feline supervisor on this call, or we may not. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
At any rate,
she's welcome to join. I love cats.
I'm fully aware of that. At any rate, let's dive in. How does the work that you do make the world a better place for your clients, customers, and the world at large?
You know, I help people have better relationships and a stronger sense of direction. So that, to me, I feel like brings more love and joy to the world. So it makes it a better place.
Yeah. And if you could tell us, what is it you do? Like what products, services, solutions, etc.?
I am, like it said, I'm an intuitive healer. So kind of like a coach, maybe a mindset coach. I do one-on-one sessions where I do spiritual readings, theta healings, and then some strategy sessions on kind of next steps forward. Okay,
great. What are a few of what you would call the frequently asked questions that people share with you while they're going through their process of deciding to work with you?
I get a lot of questions of, now, what exactly is it? How exactly does it work? I get a lot of, how long have you been doing this? Obviously. And even though people are like, how exactly, what is this? I always get, yet again, not what exactly do you do, but what is it that you do?
Yeah.
Over and over again, just because I do a lot of more of the metaphysical type work, more of the mindset work. So people get a little, they're not sure about it.
Well, that's a soft skill. That's what it is. It's not something you can necessarily measure on a spreadsheet, or is it?
No. I mean, I have tangible stories of exactly how I helped my clients get through their stuff. But yeah, I can't put out a spreadsheet or give like maps of data or anything like that.
All right. So here's a fun one. Tell us a few questions you wish prospective clients and customers would ask when considering working with you. This one right here is the fan favorite.
When can we start? That's always, everyone, you want to hear that from anybody and everyone is, okay, here's my credit card. Let's get going. When can we start?
Right now.
Yeah, exactly. I love it when prospective clients bring up kind of more of the metaphysical side of things. One of the things that I do is theta healing. And so a lot of people are, oh, what's theta healing? Exactly. How does that work? I love it when people ask me that question. I love it when they kind of dig a little bit deeper into how our sessions work, how long they can work with me. I've had people, well, can I just do one session and everything's fixed? And I'm like, well, I can fix something in one session, but I can't fix your whole life in one session. So yeah. So those are the kind of things I love having this conversation, the questions about.
Sure. So let's shift gears and let me ask a few things that will help our listeners get to know you, Sarah, better. And the first is, what would people who know you be surprised to learn about you?
I have thought long and hard about this. I'm a pretty open book with people that know me. I would say maybe a story that when I was a kid, I can't tell you how many times I saw UFOs. Like, I worked at a Carl's Jr., one of my first jobs way back when in the day. And I was working drive-through, and this car in the drive-through was like, dude, you need to come outside right now. And of course it's like midnight. I'm like, I'm not going outside. And he goes, no, you need to just go to a window and look out the window. And I did. And there was this big, huge thing hovering over the top of the Carl's Jr. It was the coolest experience ever. It floated away, but I don't know what it was. But yeah, there's a fun little tidbit about me.
All right. That's okay. So ufology, that's fantastic. What do you hope people say about you when you're not around to hear it?
How much I was able to help them. Maybe how quirky I was too. We could add that in since we got the UFO stuff going too. But definitely how much I was able to help them.
What famous person? Oh no, we're gonna digress here. We're gonna get to the famous person question in a minute. But before that, if you could go back in time and change one thing you've done, one thing that's happened, one thing you've experienced, what would it be and why?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believe our past makes us who we are today. And while I'm in the business of healing past wounds in people, I do believe that our past makes us who we are today, and our past can help others. So I would not change anything about my past.
Yeah, if I were to make a spreadsheet of the answers we've gotten from the over 100 people who participated in this project up until now, I would say that nothing is the number one answer. So if we want to do this like Family Feud, we can do that. Next question. What famous person, now we're going to get to this one, alive or dead, would you like to meet, and what questions would you ask them if you had the opportunity?
I'm not big on, I'm not really a fangirl with famous people, but I was kind of thinking of like all the books I've read and all of the things that I've gone over in the past. And, I think it would be really fascinating to meet George Orwell. I really like his book, 1984. And I would love to just sit down and meet him, and just be like, okay, tell me, how did you come up with this inspiration? Like, where did it come from? Why, why is it so? I feel like parts of it are relevant today. That tells you a little bit more about me, but I'd love to meet him.
Yeah, the stories behind 1984 and Animal Farm and some of the other works are actually pretty well known, but there's a difference between reading what he said in 100 interviews versus what he might share in a candid conversation.
Exactly.
There may be a few things he left out that he might share with you. And those are the special things. Okay, so if this were the Family Feud, the number one answer would be Jesus Christ.
I thought about that. But no.
People love Jesus.
Oh, yeah. I can understand.
So what motivates and inspires you to keep going when you're having a tough time or facing a challenge?
I think, especially with my business, knowing what I do is part of a higher calling and that it is truly changing people's lives. So even when it gets tough, I feel like knowing that can help get me through it.
I love it. So I know you have a gift for our listeners, and I'm going to share that with them on your behalf in just a moment. But in general, what is one action you would encourage our listeners to take as soon as they finish listening to this, which will be in just a couple minutes?
What I think is helpful is to, and this is something that I teach my clients, is look at where you're placing judgment on others and turn that internally and see what of that person might be reflected in you. So you may be looking at some situation or someone and you're really upset about something. But if you look internally, sometimes there's a reflection in that in you, and it may be a piece of you don't like. And then forgive yourself for being that way or feeling that way.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good message. Now, what I want to share with our listeners, for those of you who are listening to the audio version, I encourage you to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com, where you'll see all of the notes and details about our conversation with Sarah Garrison, one of which is her gift to you. If you visit www.saydra.com, that's spelled SAYDRA.com, you will find a special gift for you. That's a new coaching program that Sarah's launching. So visit that website and get a 15-minute complimentary call and discover the synergies and whether that program may be something that can move you forward in whatever it is you're looking to achieve. So again, www.saydra.com, and you will discover that opportunity to connect with Sarah directly. And I strongly urge you to do so based on my many conversations with Sarah. She is certainly somebody you would want to get to know on a personal level. And with that, Sarah Garrison, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been an honor and, believe me, an education.
Thank you for tuning into the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast, where we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who are making a difference for their community, market, and audience. Remember to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're here, subscribe to us via your favorite network. We look forward to seeing you next time on the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast.